Hi, I'm Beverly. Welcome to the Children's Community Health Club. And today on the program, I've got a very special guest with me. His name is Mr. Harvey Barrett. Mr. Harvey Barrett is the financial advisor for the Children's Community Health Club. Harvey, thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you, Beverly. Nice to be here.
Yes. Now, I've invited Mr. Barrett on the program to discuss basically how the finances work in such an organization or project as this one. And one of the first questions I want to ask you, Mr. Barrett, is that persons tend to think that because of the nature of the business, being non-profit, that there is a tend that people don't think we need to make money or have an influx of monies coming in. So tell me, how important is a financial business plan for a non-profit organization?
A financial business plan is very important even for a non-profit organization. Just like traditional organizations, non-profit organizations need to pay bills. For instance, they need to pay rent, utilities, of course. They need to pay salaries, although these may be concessional at times. The business plan also allows you to track your progress. The management of the non-profit organization to track the progress in achievement of their goals and objectives. Also, the non-profit organization may have a requirement for raw materials, depending on the kind of business that they're in. So they may have to approach banks and other lenders for financing. The business plan then would be presented to the bank or financial institution so that they can glean any information that they need from the business plan in order to lend to the non-profit organization. Thus, the business plan is very important in this respect.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, my second question to you, Mr. Barrett, is simply this. Is there a special bank account or what type of bank account would you advise a non-profit organization to have?
Well, for non-profit organizations, depending on the kind of business you're in, different arrangements may be negotiated. For instance, for a trust, separate from a non-profit organization like the Children's Community Health Club. The kind of account that comes to mind is where the bank would allow you to write checks on the account and still have your interest. The bank sees this as a kind of societal marketing where they allow the non-profit organization to have their interest while writing checks on the account. A traditional profit maximizing company will not have this privilege.
I like that very much, actually. We can actually save money as a non-profit organization to help do for the cause of what we are doing, which is quite good. Okay, Mr. Barrett, my third question is this. How does such an account work? How does it work? How does it all come together?
Well, the account, such as the one I just mentioned, you pay for printing. The non-profit organization pay the bank for printing and stamp duty. The stamp duty causes the checks to be a legal document. Along with that, you may be charged service charge monthly, which is a flat fee. The service charge can range between $5 and $10 monthly. A traditional profit maximizing company, they pay according to the number of checks that are written. So they definitely pay more than a non-profit organization would monthly on these accounts.
Thank you so much. My next question, Mr. Barrett, is this. Who is able to give money and in what portions are allowed to be given to a non-profit organization?
Well, sponsorship can be done by individuals, groups, or companies. The individuals, groups, or companies can do sponsoring to the tune of any amount that they deem fit. This, however, does not mean that the individual, group, or company has bought shares in the non-profit organization. The non-profit organization is not allowed to legally sell shares anyway. The non-profit organization can offer to do marketing for the sponsor by displaying their logo on flyers, etc. Or by mentioning to the public in the sponsorship of the non-profit organization, unless the sponsor wants to remain anonymous.
Okay, thank you so much. My next question to you, Mr. Barrett, is how is or how should the monies be handled in such an organization?
Well, in a non-profit organization, the usual business practice of income exceeding expenditure should be maintained. Income comes from sources like sponsorship, business, developmental funds, or fundraisers. Sponsorship, however, is not always available, so the company's funds should be handled with frugality. Too often have you seen mismanagement of funds and organizations fail due to the lack of separation of duties and, regretfully, the existence of greed. A proper accounting system should be set up and relevant reports made to the relevant personnel periodically.
Very important. Reports being made, and also having a very frugal financial business advisor. And I'm so grateful that Mr. Barrett is our financial advisor. I had to just plug that in because I think it's very important for that. Okay, my next question is, tell us the process, if any, of making money grow for a nonprofit organization that would like to be self-supporting.
As the funds of a nonprofit organizations grow, the investment opportunity should remain simple. The nonprofit organization should be more risk averse than risk taking.
Risk averse.
Yes. A risk taker should be more of an individual or a group of investors who is versed in this field. A nonprofit organization may appear irresponsible by doing risk taking,
okay.
especially in the eyes of the sponsors.
Yes.
And so in this light, they should make sure that their investments are simple, and I would recommend that they keep it to a simple savings account or mutual funds.
And my final question to Mr. Barrett is simply this. Any financial advice for persons looking to launch out in such an arena as a nonprofit organization?
Well, for a person looking to launch out into an arena such as one we discussed this evening, what advice I would give to them is to ensure that there's an effective accounting system along with competent fund managers to manage that accounting system. Ensure that organizational fees are not exorbitant in order to maintain the true spirit of a philanthropic organization. Along with that, a bank who understands the needs of a non-profit organization should be sought out. Avoid wastage, and at the same time perform due diligence to avoid excessive spending.
That sounds excellent. I really appreciate that a whole lot. I appreciate the fact that you took your time out to come and tell us the importance of this, and also the frugality in having regular accountancy and updated reports that the club or the non-profit organization can be a success for society. Thank you so much for being with me, Mr. Barrett. I really appreciate this a whole lot.
I appreciate being here, and it was a pleasure.
Well, I'll keep you posted. Coming up, we'll give you more information on what's happening with the club and how far we're at in having the first children's agriculture the first children's craft and agriculture camp, as well as the first children's health club right here in Barbados. Bye. 2014. Nothing is up yet, but this is the beginning of, well, I don't know. Let's see what God is going to do for us. It's a big deal because so many people are recognizing the health problem of Barbados is deteriorating, and particularly among the children of Barbados. And we really want to encourage people to be a part of a very positive situation that will change the lives of so many young people for the better.